Hi, my name's Sadie. I am with the Intrepid Herbivores, the future #1 international TV travel guide about vegan and vegetarian food. We're here at Seattle VegFest, connecting with our future audience, you, the people who are excited as we are to see more vegan-themed programming represented in mainstream media. The Intrepid Herbivores is a travel guide. We're going to go all over the world seeking out and celebrating vegan cuisine all the world over, encountering the conception that it's difficult to travel and maintain your vegan ideals when you're outside of your comfort zone. So we're going to show you different destinations that maybe are vegan restaurants, vegan cooking schools, animal sanctuaries that you can visit, places on the themes of compassionate and sustainable travel. We're going to arm you with some basic tools to facilitate your trip abroad and help you navigate through a language barrier with some basic vocabulary and words and phrases that can help you communicate what you need and ask questions about your food. We really believe that when you travel abroad, if you're not eating everything that is available to you, you're missing out on the culture. Food to me is part of the culture, and I really believe that you can enjoy food while maintaining your vegan ideals, and we are here to help you do that. We are seeking distribution and media outlets and funding for a full first season. We have completed the pilot episode filmed in Thailand. It's beautiful and amazing, and I'm so excited for you to see it. Right now, we are at VegFest connecting with our fans, trying to build a Facebook following, because I know that there's a huge audience of people ready to see vegans on mainstream TV. You know that. We just need the numbers to show our sponsors and our potential distributors how many of you are out there ready to see this programming. So we are at facebook.com/intrepidherbivores. Go ahead over and click to like us and get all of the updates on where we're going, and we will see you somewhere soon. Originally, I was personally inspired to do this project when I was in Japan about 6 or 7 years ago. I hadn't done my homework, I hadn't done enough research, I didn't know what was available to me to eat as a vegetarian or how to ask for what I needed. And so I had a horrible time in Japan because I couldn't eat. I was eating like bread and candy the entire time because I didn't know any better. And I thought it would be amazing if there was a series of guidebooks that could do all of that research for me and give me just some information so I would have a better context and have a better time on my trip. So I had been sort of sitting on this idea for probably 3 or 4 years, just sitting on it. And then I moved to Portland, Oregon, and I went to a vegan barbecue where I met this fellow named Joe. And Joe was a friendly guy, and we started talking. Our first conversation was actually about traveling and how we both enjoyed traveling, and we both loved to eat, and we were just talking about food and traveling and all these places that we had been. And he mentioned that he had always had this idea because he is a documentary filmmaker, and he had always had this idea about a movie or a TV show or something where a vegan chef goes around the world and learns how to make and enjoy all of these different vegan dishes all over the planet. And I was like, oh, that's awesome, because I had this idea for a vegan guidebook. And we're like, oh, cool, that would be a really neat idea if someone ever eventually got around to making that. This was the very first day that we met, the first time we talked about it. As we got to know each other better, our relationship developed. We eventually fell in love over the idea of traveling and eating together. And this is our brainchild, if you will. I'm the host and Joe is the cinematographer, and when we filmed the pilot, we funded it entirely on Kickstarter. It was just the two of us traveling through Thailand together, lugging around our gear, just the two of us, and we've put together something that we are both extremely proud of, and we're excited for our future traveling together and sharing our adventures with you. So this logo was designed by the very talented Kirsten Sevig Desjardins in Minneapolis, Minnesota. We wanted something that kind of encompassed the idea of adventure, of traveling, and of this sort of voracious sense of exploration. So she came up with this little guy. You can see how hungry he is because he's got a wide open mouth ready to chomp things. He's talking to a camera, so I guess he kind of represents me as the host. He's traveling, he's got his suitcase and his camera. He's ready to eat with his fork and knife there on the logo, and he's an herbivore like we are. He's based obviously on a stegosaurus. If you ask any 3-year-old what an herbivore is, they're probably going to name a stegosaurus or a triceratops. So he's got his resplendent array of vegetable spikes on his back, and he is ready to go. Actually, he doesn't have a name. If anyone out there knows what his name is, if he is somehow speaking to you and communicating what he would like to be called, let us know, because he definitely has a lot of personality, but we haven't heard what his name is yet. Well, season 1 is we've been dreaming and simmering all these plans about the first full season. We want to do a loop all the way around the Mediterranean, something between 7 and 12 episodes that explore Morocco, Portugal, Spain, France, Italy, Turkey, and Greece. It's a pretty diverse swath of regional food. It's entirely different cultures, but all kind of tied together by a similar climate and a lot of common elements, and also very enticing locations for a lot of people to visit. That's our dream for season 1. We would like to find an avenue to distribute this program on a larger scale, either through network or cable television or some sort of web-based platform. We are currently pitching the project to potential outlets, and we're seeking sponsorship. Funding obviously is necessary for a project of this scope, so we hope to nail that down soon. But we want this show to be something that over the long term exposes a lot of people to just how inviting the world of international tourism is, and how you don't have to compromise your ideals when you travel. We both really love to travel, we both really love to eat, and we both feel that with everything that you do, it's important to do it compassionately and to be true to what is important to you. And we definitely feel that there is a whole world out there to explore. Traveling expands all kinds of possibilities in your mind and in your lifetime, and we want you to feel that excitement that we feel, and to eat well while you're doing it. That's my dream, for you to eat well somewhere awesome, and send me a postcard. Sadie at intrepidherbivores.com. I first became vegetarian, well, I don't remember why I became vegetarian originally. There are so many reasons to be vegetarian that they all kind of have just sort of become the way I live my life. I don't really think about it that much anymore as far as, you know, trying to stay motivated to remain vegetarian. I think that if you experience compassion and empathy, I think it's pretty easy to, if you maintain that idea of what your actions, how your actions affect other people and other beings, I think it's pretty easy to remain vegetarian. I think that it's not necessary to consume all of the resources that eating meat entails. I don't think it's necessary for us to eat in a way that causes suffering to other beings. I just don't think it's necessary. And I think that there's so much food out there, the whole world of plants and grains and nuts and seeds and spices is just an endless variety of food, and I think that you can get everything that you will ever need without hurting anybody or causing as little harm as possible. So that's why I'm vegetarian. Vegan, actually. Well, thanks so much for watching. I hope you'll check us out at intrepidherbivores.com. Please do like us on Facebook. We are easy to find. My name is Sadie. It's been great talking to you. I hope that we will see you through your computer or your television set, or maybe we'll run into you at an airport or a bus station or a hostel or a quaint village street somewhere in the world eating something delicious. I look forward to seeing you then.